Hello, Shalom Aleichem. We have tonight, this is a very interesting sefer. It's called the Nidrei Zerizin, and it's by Rav Shlomo Kluger. Rav Shlomo Kluger, zçl. Let's take a look at the sefer here. Here, let's see. This is Nidrei Zerizin, Chelik Beis, Miperik Hashutafin, Ad Gemera from Perik Hashutfin, about partners, Ad Gemera until the end. It's about partnerships, and who Chibur Nechbad al Masechet Nedarim. This is a very, very precious sefer that was composed on Masechet Nedarim, that was learned and written on Masechet Nedarim. Nedarim is about vows. Chidushi halachos. New things that were learned of the halachos, the dinim, the agados, the dinim, the ways of doing things, the halacha, the agados, the different stories from the Talmud, the chidushei poskim, and chidushim. Chidushim means things that we learn anew. That the Talmud Chacham, he learns according to the principles of the Torah. He learns something new from the Torah. He learns from it a new thing. Mevair kol chamira. This is kol chamira. This is on Pesach time. We have to burn the chametz. Mevair kol chamira. And Vihagos al Rashid, things he's learning things on Rashi, Viharan, Viharosh, Tosfos, B'derech Pashut. He learns things on these mefarshim, on these commentators of the Talmud, the B'derech Pashut, in a simple way, not simple, but in a way that's very lucid, that we can all understand. V'chidud, and it's sharp. B'seichel tzach, with a very b'seichel, with the intelligence. Tzach, very clear. U'b'charifus, charif is sharp. U'b'kius, and b'charifus u'b'kius. Charifus. It's very wide. He goes deep into it, and his knowledge is wide through the whole Talmud. Asher Chiber Harav Moreno Rabbeinu Shlomo Kluger Nidrei, which this was put together, composed by Rav Shlomo Kluger, and so this was when he was living. Many years ago. So this is a very old sefer. So this is 1855. Nidrei Zerizin. So this was by Rav Shlomo Kluger. Very, very beautifully written, and let's see, the paper is very, very nice, very good. This is the Hakdama. This is the introduction that the author, Rav Shlomo Kluger, zçl, gives. I heard that he wrote many Sfarim, many dozens of Svarim. He was a very prolific writer of Svarim, of Sifrei Kodesh. Very prolific. So this is the end of his introduction. Shari Torah. Shari Torah means the gates of Torah. Omar HaKosev, the author says, Acharei asher zichani Hashem lahotzi sefari zeh lior. After Hashem gave me the merit, gave him, the Rav Shlomo Kluger, the merit to put this sefer to press, Omarti lepatoach ana patacha lenafshai. He wanted to introduce it. Terem hit hatchalas hasefer, before the beginning of the sefer. Ledaber al lebi, to say something that was on his heart. V'lanachem nafshi, to give himself some consolation. Yod anoshim bechusei erech, and other people hama asim bechusei erech hama asim kamoni shelo lidamos lenafshenu ki lashov v'hevel v'onu liolam. Yod anoshim bechusei erech Hama'asim kamoni shalom damos lenafshenu, and he was saying that, and other people pachosi erech, that hama'asim kamoni. He's showing his anivus here. He's showing his humility, his humbleness, and he's like saying that that this is not such a great monumental sefer. He's saying, God forbid, that God forbid that for lashov, for nothing, people came into the world. Ke'ein v'tohu nechshavnu v'hada aksa kamoni. Lama misbara, ein midrash bereshis. V'chas v'shalom l'shav amal habonei b'shamayim ma'alosav bonu. Lazeh atik. So therefore he is atik. B'petach hashar L'shavurei mogen avos al masechet avos. he's saying it says in the Masechtas Avos, Ethics of the Father, Asher zichani Hashem lechavaro, that Hashem gave him the schus. He gave Rav Shlomo Kluger, that's how the schus to do this sefer, v'hu Rav Hakamos v'ha'echos v'karov levadei shlo ezke lahotzio lior v'chayai. It was a possibility. This is very. It has a lot of kamos. It has a lot of material in it. The echos. It's very deep also. The karov levadei shelo ezke lehotzio. It was almost certain that he wouldn't be able to publish it b'chayei in his lifetime. Lakach etik misham hapaticha. He wanted to say the paticha, the introduction. Al kol panim levayer mishnah dechol Yisrael yesh lahem chelek li'olam haba. All of Yisrael, all of Israel have a portion in the world to come. V'simchas levavenu liharos, and it makes our hearts simchadik, very glad. Liharos ki hakol tzarichin lemara d'shmaya. That everybody, that ki hakol tzarichin lemara d'shmaya. Everyone needs siyata d'shmaya. Everyone needs help from Hashem. V'ya'arev na d'barenu lefanov kekarban oila u'keminchas ani kenefesh. Hamechaber b'leiv nishbar medaber eino yodea ma lahashiv sholcho davar. V'ya'arev no things should be divarenu. Our in other words, this Divrei Torah of Rav Shlomo Kluger, Ya'arev no divarenu lefanov. It should be sweet in front of Hashem, korban ola, like a sacrifice ola that's completely consumed, minchasani, and like a minchasani, like a flower offering of a poor person, ani kenefesh, a poor person who can't afford to sacrifice a sheep or whatever, or can sacrifice, can give some flour, a flour offering, which is very beloved to Hashem. Hamechaber b'leiv nishbar medaber eino yodea ma lahashiv sholcho davar. In other words, this is an offering. This is an offering to Hashem. This monumental sefer here, and here is what he was talking about, the saying, Kol Yisrael yesh lahem chelek li'olam haba. All of Israel, all of the Bnei Yisrael, the Yidden, yesh lahem chelek li'olam haba, have a portion in the world to come. Shene'emar v'yamech kulam tzadikim. V'yamech, and your people, kulam tzadikim, all of them righteous. Li'olam yershu oretz, they will forever inherit the land. Neitzer matoi, the creation of my planting. In other words, the creation of Hashem's planting. Maaseh yodai, the work of Hashem's hand. Lehispoyer, to be proud of it. Here I'll go over this a little bit slowly, so it can be learned at a later date with Hashem's help. The words of Rav Shlomo Kluger, zçl. Here's the second paragraph. So this can be learned at a future date. With the help of Hashem, here's the third paragraph. Okay, let's see a little bit further here. Kinyan Olam. The Kinyan Olam. He's making an acquisition. Olam means the world. Kinyan Olam. Michtav Toda. He's giving thanks. Hineni Nosein Toda Rabba El Yedidi Harav Harif, to his friend, the Rav. He's very sharp of intellect. Aboki, he's Aboki. He's an expert. Hanogid Ish Tivuna, some man of, he understands. Chacham Hashalim Shalshelas Hayochasin. He has a great chain of ancestry of great people. Marina Rav Moshe Mayerhofer Min Zolkve Al Asher Torah Harbesh Maod, because he worked very hard. V'yaga V'yagios Rabos, he did a lot of hard work. Maod Biha Gohas Sifarei Hanocheach Nidrei Zerizin. He worked very hard on this sefer in Nidrei Zerizin. Rav Moshe Mayerhofer. Uvehagohas Sifarei Shirei Taharam. Ishkiach al Sfarim Shali Be'ein Pekucha. He really worked very hard. He helped him very much in the bringing to light this sefer. Nika Osa Min Kamshone Hatayos Yishalem Hashem Pa'alo. Hashem should repay him for his work. Yishalem Hashem Pa'alo B'tehi Miskarto Shalema Meyem Hashem Elokei Yisrael, and his schar, his reward should be Shlema. It should be 100% Shalema, complete from Hashem, the God of Israel. Shalom baracha v'hatzlacha. Shalom is peace, bracha, a blessing, v'hatzlacha, and success. Yatreyu oso l'netzach, should crown him forever. Kichol avas nafsho, according to however he wishes. Of V'chol chayfetz leiv yedido. Hakotan Shlomo Kluger. The small, Hakotan means small. Shlomo Kluger. He was a very big honor, he had a lot of humility, a lot of humility. Chelik Sheni, Nidrei Zerizin Perik Chamishi. These are all different inyanim, different points of questions and answers, things about dinim, about the halachos. Here, I'll go through this. So this way, you can learn this on your own, at your leisure. Yezras Hashem. What does he say here? He says, Yezras Hashem, Kuntras Achron. The last Kuntras is writing on the subject, Al Hilchos Nedarim Chelek Beis, on the halachos of Nedarim Chelek Beis. So this is the last one that he's doing in this sefer. A kuntras, you could say, is an essay, or he's writing on the halachos. Okay. So this is the sefer of Nidrei Zerizin. Nidrei Zerizin, Chelek Beis, Miperik Hashutafin, from the Perik of Hashutafin. Hashutafin means Shutfin. Shutfin means partners. Ad Gemir, until the end of that Perik. And this is by Rav Shlomo Kluger. And over here it says Nidrei Yoyer. Nidrei Yoyer means you should live and be well. But this was in 1855. So you can see this is a real first edition. Or if it was done when he was living. This was in 1855. There was a yeshiva named after Rav Shlomo Kluger. It was called Yeshiva's Rav Shlomo Kluger. It was it was someplace like Avenue A or Avenue B in East New York many years ago. Thank you very much. Kol Tov, Yeshikoyach, a good year.